welcome to episode 1 of Infinidat's Power 5 podcast for Red Hat. This is Eric Herzog, CMO of Enterprise Cyber and AI Storage Leader, Infinidat, and we are a Red Hat ecosystem certified partner. Today we will be discussing the Infinidat CSI driver, which is a CNCF compliant Kubernetes integration fully certified by Red Hat and enables enterprise storage functionality for the Red Hat OpenShift platform. With me today is Mike Jochimsen, Infinidat's Director of Alliances. Welcome, Mike.
Thanks, Eric. I'm really happy to be here with you.
Well, before we start, I thought we'd be helpful to let people know who Infinidat is and what we do. We are a high-end enterprise storage company. We sell mostly to the global Fortune 500 and to CSPs, MSPs, and MHPs globally. Our systems are high-end, deliver incredible ROI and TCO, imbued, of course, with Kubernetes, Red Hat support, and are focused on being able to withstand cyber attacks, which we're going to discuss in one of our other episodes. With that in mind, Mike, can you describe the audience of why Infinidat's developed the CSI driver and what value it brings to customers?
Absolutely, Eric. Over the past 5 years, Infinidat has seen a trend in Fortune 500 enterprises moving away from traditional virtualization infrastructures to modern container environments for production workloads. While these customers initially deployed these containers in labs for evaluation purposes, they've quickly adopted DevOps tooling and modern container infrastructure with leading application development platforms like Red Hat OpenShift. Infinidat released our CSI driver in April of 2021 to provide these customers with the same enterprise storage features in a containerized environment that they were accustomed to in their traditional bare metal and virtualized environments.
Mike, how has this translated to our work and experience with Red Hat specifically?
Well, Infinidat and Red Hat have had a long history together, given the prevalence of Red Hat Enterprise Linux, OpenShift, and even Red Hat OpenStack in our customer base. With the introduction of OpenShift virtualization in 2020 and the changing landscape of enterprise virtualization, we saw a broader need to collaborate even closer with Red Hat to ensure the success of customers adopting this as their next generation virtualization solution based on a modern Kubernetes foundation.
Mike, can you tell me more about the CSI driver capabilities and how has this collaboration helped drive the roadmap?
Sure. The CSI driver was built on the principle that containers plus Infinidat equals a simplified, seamless, and rapid integration of persistent storage to your Kubernetes environment. It's freely available in OpenShift via the Operator Hub, and it offers advanced features such as establishing customer tenancy by selecting the relevant pool for each customer or application, providing service-level provisioning by assigning apps to a specific InfiniBox based on performance needs, leveraging InfiniBox resiliency by supporting multiple Infinidat network spaces and network redundancy, monitoring CSI metrics using Prometheus, leveraging built-in InfiniBox replication, including active-active, offering multi-protocol flexibility so you can manage Kubernetes persistent volumes attached via block and file protocols, including Fiber Channel, iSCSI, NVMe over TCP, and NFS, with all Kubernetes PV access modes. It gives multi-petabyte scalability support for hundreds of thousands of PVs per InfiniBox system, and you can control multiple InfiniBox arrays within a single Kubernetes cluster. Advanced enterprise features to manage native InfiniBox snapshots and clones, restoring from snapshots, and importing PVs created outside of the InfiniBox CSI driver. You have cyber resilience with InfiniSafe immutable snapshots and automated cyber protection. And we've made it easy to transfer existing InfiniBox volumes to OpenShift persistent volumes. And also we've made it easy to simplify clone and resize volumes in OpenShift. That was a real mouthful, but it's important to note that many of these features were suggested and driven by our OpenShift customers.
How does the CSI driver help customers back up OpenShift volumes?
Well, Kubernetes backup applications use the same CSI driver for access to data on the InfiniBox to create snapshots for backup and to provision volumes for restore if necessary. We recently worked with these backup vendors to ensure they could leverage our immutable snapshot support for backup purposes to ensure a protected copy of the data on the InfiniBox is backed up.
Very, very informative. Thank you for all those insights. For more information on Infinidat's CSI driver, you can visit the Operator Hub or the Infinidat page in the Red Hat ecosystem catalog. Please stay tuned for future Infinidat Power 5 podcasts. We will dive deeper into topics such as scaling OpenShift virtualization, making your OpenShift environment more resilient, and ensuring high availability of your OpenShift environments. Thank you for joining us today.